He's ready.
It's about that time.
And I just realized as soon as that scene started that I
hear
forgot to put
Roberto.
her
I mean
name on it.
Alden.
So the actual the non-live version that we have on YouTube will
Oh,
have her name
I'm
on that
hearing like
opening.
3 different people.
I am too. Why do I hear Alden, but I don't see Alden?
You probably
My
won't.
webcam is still turned off. Give me 1 second.
He's in John Cena mode.
He's in John Cena mode.
I hate this thing.
Ghost.
Oh, there he is. The black screen of death.
Ha!
So as I was saying, as soon as I hit the intro scene, I realized I forgot to change the one from last week when we didn't have a guest. But the live version on YouTube will have her name on it, so don't worry.
Yay, editing.
I forgot.
The
realized
power
that
of editing.
the one on YouTube doesn't even have Penny's name on it. I just realized that the other day. I got to go back and change that one. I'm all over it, guys. I'm a terrible co-host.
That's why we let you do you.
Boo.
Anyway, sorry for that less fun cold open. This is episode 9 of Artisan Exchange with my co-host Viper, Zook, and Dr. Janitor 35, and special guest Bri Storm, aka Calico Storm Cosplay.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's a cat back there too. You can barely see him. Don't know what he's doing. Anyway, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Anyway, welcome all into our podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're one of my first people I thought of when we started this thing.
He never does.
I will be periodically reading the chat from time to time. It's not on screen.
Oh, it's on my screen.
Also, there's a box on the and if you're watching this, there is a box under the heading that was going to be for displays, but our esteemed guest has brought props with her, so we won't be using it tonight.
Yay!
Just running around.
We're so unprofessional. I'll take full responsibility.
We're quaint.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely working.
It's barely working. No,
Hey,
By a
I'll
thread.
take it.
No.
I call that a win.
Anyway, this is the part where I usually give a health update, but I talked 30 minutes about a kidney stone last week, so I'm going to pass on that this week. Guys, you got anything new in life?
This week was fall break, so that was all the fun in the world.
I'd say, did you have any organs fall out like Alden did?
Nope. All my
Oh, man.
organs stayed intact.
That's good.
I'm hearing a weird, not even an echo. It almost sounds like the sound when you blow through a straw into whenever.
That would be my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
It's
she
her.
doing?
I don't know what she's doing. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing there?
Hey, Brad.
She's making hot chocolate, apparently.
Oh.
Okay.
Did she bring enough to share for the class?
With little marshmallows.
Yes.
The mini marshmallows.
Did you bring the rest, some for the rest of the
Anyway,
class?
Yeah. Tell her that she has to share. Sharing is caring.
Anyway, we have a guest, if you haven't noticed, and we already mentioned that. Sorry, we're floundering. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Bri. I go by Bri Storm, or you might find me online under Calico Storm Cos, and I've been cosplaying since like 2015 roughly. Into craftsmanship, into promoting that cosplay is two parts, you know, the words combined, costume and play. So like, let's also keep it fun while making all these crazy things. Yeah, I try to get involved with like my local community with cons and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. I just like dressing up and making things.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So, do you normally make all of your cosplays?
Most of them. I would
of them.
say probably like 70-30 and 70% is made. It just comes down to how many I'm doing, or like, am I interested in making this, or is it stuff that I can piece together and modify? My Ashley from Resident Evil right here is a great example of when I pieced together. Bought the blazer, bought the top, styled the wig. I did make the skirt. You can't really see that, nor do I feel like standing up and showing you my butt. But you can trust. I made that out of like an old set of men's pajama pants and customized. But some of my other costumes like Karlak from Baldur's Gate and Fiona Belly, Mercy from Overwatch, and Hawk from Dragon Age, those are all made by me, and I'm very, very proud of those ones.
Winston. I don't even play Overwatch, but I have Winston.
Oh, we love Winton.
It came with the Xbox One version of Overwatch, and I bought it just because it came with it.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Were these skills that you developed when you were like younger and like did things like that, or were you just get to a certain age and went, I'm gonna adapt this skill. I'm gonna figure this out.
Not quite. It's been a journey of just learning through the progress. I'm sort of a self-taught seamstress, if you will. Learned how to style wigs myself, aka cutting hair, kind of, except it's plastic. Weird, but kind of fundamentally the same. Learned foam smithing. You just start to do the things, and thankfully so many people online and in the cosplay community are so awesome and share their tutorials, so we all kind of learn from each other and grow off of that.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So
what was the first one you did? I was kind of scanning over Instagram, and there's some that I'm not super familiar with, and I'm sure the boys can kind of, we've got our own little like quirks and traits and things we like, but what was the first one you really remember doing?
My very, very first official cosplay was actually CL Phantom Hive from Black Butler.
Okay.
You are not going to find that too easily on the internet. I kind of just...
I know some of those words.
yeah, right? I started with anime, and specifically little boys, which is what a weird thing to say. Yeah, but I very, very quickly got out of that, and the very first costume I made, I think... I don't know if it was Mercy or Hawk, Dragon Age or Overwatch, but I did remake both of those following because I was not impressed with the skills I showed back then when I did them. But it was one of those two. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I was very ambitious doing those.
I definitely remember you telling me all about Hawk back in like 2018, so...
Yeah,
it might have been
that's when I was still using like floor mats.
I'm cracking up seeing the Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah. We do have my giant goose back here holding up my various props. We had to include him.
God, that was such a fun game.
It was.
That was one of the first two things I ever streamed on here, and I
remember
my mind trying to complete. That was the first night that I ever got mad on stream, which was only like 2 weeks in, but I remember at one point that I headbutted my microphone, and I was like, I hope no one was watching and saw that, or I'm going to immediately crack the facade that I can keep it together.
Oh, man. I don't know if I was in that stream or not, but I do remember you playing the Goose Game.
Goose Game's so fun.
I platinumed.
That was like a great casual thing to throw together too. That costume, it was just like a hoodie, made bigger wings, and I wanted a little bell to attach to like the beak. Love that.
It's just awesome. I need that in my life. I need one of those.
Cozy
so
too.
Do you compete in like cosplay competitions or?
Yeah, I do. My main one I love going to, it is called Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. I'm very cool with name dropping. People know where I'm locally at if you look at my Instagram. So, yeah, but that's my main one. I have competed there 3 times, and each time I have competed, I have won first, second, and first place. So I'm.
Nice.
Then they invited me back. The convention was actually last weekend, and I got to be a judge last weekend, which was so exciting. And seeing the other perspective of the cosplay contest and like what judges are looking for, and getting to reward the people in a position that I was, so gratifying. Really, really cool.
I was looking at some of the more recent ones you've done, like Haunting Ground.
Yeah, my girl.
I still don't play that game.
Yeah, that was all self-patterned, self-drafted. The whole thing is literally bolts of fabric from Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann Fabrics. I'm so emotional about that. But I was really, really proud of that because my sewing skills are not there compared to my foam smithing. Yeah, and the fact I was able to self-pattern all that, work with like non-stretchable fabrics, make a lined and boned corset bodice with princess seams. I'm probably speaking like French to you, but this is all very like I did that.
And surprisingly, I know all these words.
Hell yeah, yeah.
I don't know anything about cosplay, but I know all these words.
Yeah.
That was one game I never did get around to playing, but I do remember as a teenager, I think Capcom had this website where you could like earn points to get like Capcom swag, and they were promoting really hard on Haunting Ground. And I was like, I really want to try this, but
I've heard it's
Yeah.
so good.
just never got around to it. And I know it's worth quite a pretty penny, and it totally needs to be remastered or put out somewhere.
My precious magnum opus here that I bought at a GameStop for like $20 back in the day because I just wanted the cover with the girl and the dog. And now this is probably like I have the little pamphlet.
wow.
The
Yeah,
disc.
legit. That's like
She's
several.
well loved, but this, yeah, she's
That
mine.
is- yeah,
Love this game.
I would hold
Oh,
on
yeah.
to that with a tight grip.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's my precious. I'm like, if I had to keep one game in my whole collection, it's that one.
Speaking
We
of
do
which,
love a whole
this
lot of
came up
retro
earlier, and I
games.
didn't have them, but I have to bring it up now.
Oh yes, your
Found.
surprise for us.
I found. That's actually not the surprise, but I
Oh.
found
Surprise.
my collection.
Of
The original
Ooh.
Silent Hill.
Mercy.
The
That's a
Restless
down payment for a
Dreams.
college tuition.
too bad you've already
Unfortunately,
been.
I don't have the case for 3, nor
Mm.
do I have the soundtrack that it came with. But we're back in with The Room, and of course, Downpour, the HD collection, and Homecoming that no one cares about. But
Hey, I still keep looking for Downpour.
I know I have the
Oh, you've
360
got it right
version.
there. Or you just want it for
I need the
PS3?
PlayStation version.
Ugh.
Because I have Forsaken
Dude, I've
Xbox.
made it a point to look every time I go to McKay's looking for it, and I'm like, "Where's it at? Where's it at? Gotta find it."
But yeah, this is worth like quite a bit of money right here. I'm very proud that I still have it. I actually got it. Not even from GameStop. I got it. Do you remember Babbage's?
I vaguely remember that.
Babbage's, an electronics boutique.
I do remember that one too.
I remember
Games.
Babbage's.
That's where I got that.
It's
Babbage's.
vaguely familiar.
It's where I would get all my Pokemon cards
Ah, yes.
back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in my day.
So I know you used to talk to me about your cosplay stuff. Where did you get you still use Arda for most of your wigs?
Yeah. This is an Arda right here. I will say, here's a perfect opportunity for me to bring a prop. But after the pandemic, Arda has been a little bit harder to get, and they are more expensive. Halloween's right around the corner. If you're looking for a wig for a costume, probably don't go off Arda. They're great wigs, but you're gonna pay a pretty penny. But I have been dabbling with Amazon, and my one recent. Let me grab her. Here. Miss Carlack is an Amazon wig.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's because I needed a lace front, and I didn't want to pay a ton of money for a lace front to then cut off half the hair to make a faux side shave, and then also glue EVA horns onto the lace. But this was like a $20 wig, and if I would have bought this off of Arda, it would have been like $100.
Ah.
So that's the slight difference. But she's an Arda, the Ashley one. She's good quality, good for styling. But you can also make the cheap stuff work. You just gotta like look around, look at reviews. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Doc when we were in college, we did a few like Halloween stuff. It wasn't really cosplay, but I remember you as Two-Face,
I
and
remember that too.
That
we
was
had
fun.
to put 2 jackets together, right? Is that what we did?
I think, yeah, we went thrifting and I found 2 jackets that were not the same size, but with my larger boy girth, I was able to like sew/duct tape it on the inside together so that it would work.
We
But-
do not know how to sew, put together
You don't
in
need to,
any
though.
way. So yes,
Hey, it
we used
worked.
duct tape.
It
did
worked
work.
for that night. It worked for that
Sometimes
night.
I live off of hot glue and a prayer, like
I've gotten really acquainted. I'm a teacher and I know my way around a hot glue gun. So.
oh yeah, me too. We love that.
But I think the piece de resistance that I really liked about my costume that year was, and that's how I met my wife. That's the night we
My
started
wife.
hanging out. But because she saved my ear from falling off. I had this little trick with a
Yes.
Q-tip and I wrapped it with rubber band, and I tucked it in my cheek, and I
that.
wrapped the rubber band around my ears to pull my cheek back to make it look like the scarred Two-Face face.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome. But
It was
then
really good.
after the party we went to, when we went wandering around Walmart, because we have like a little podunk town in our college, my wife was like, well, not my wife at the time, random girl that was cute was, hey, your ears turning
My
purple.
My crush.
My crush. She was like, yeah, your ear's purple. And then that's when we started talking. You saved my ear from falling off. Now you can't even tell I have ears. So
it wasn't in vain, though.
Yes,
we saved the ear.
So normally
here
when
we-
you're... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, even now we're like trying to talk about what costumes we want to wear, because we've got an 8-year-old daughter, and the only time we've ever like combined forces to have like a couple's costume was, I think, 2 years ago, and we gender swapped Misty and Ash. My wife was Misty, or wait, my wife was Ash and I was Misty, which is potential nightmare fuel. But my daughter had a Pikachu dress, and it totally works, and it's great. But
That was cool.
this year we're trying. I don't know what we're planning. I think we bought a Sims plumb bob for my wife, because she is a Sims junkie.
I'm with her right there. We love The Sims in this household.
Yeah. And I was I couldn't think of anything. I did a wrestler costume last year, and I thought about something similar this year, but I don't want to spend all the money on my all I need to do is buy a kendo stick. That's really all I need for it, and then I can just kind of bullcrap my way through the rest.
Yes.
Put the vision together.
Yep.
Those just find some bamboo and cut it down.
Well, okay, laying around Atlanta. I'm sure there's tons of
Here, hold on. I got you.
City here.
insert city. Yeah, I
This
need a
was made out
kendo
of a
stick.
stick in my backyard, so like anything is possible.
That's insane.
That's true. You
I'm
could
just
whittle
saying.
down.
That's true. I can use my imagination.
Imagination.
Or you can just
Hey,
go
I've got
buy-
2 more days on fall break. I'm willing to go find a stick in my yard.
Start whittling.
Just go
Yeah.
buy like a 2x2 or a furring strip and just put it on like a belt sander and just like.
There you
grind it
go.
down.
I just needed the pants more than anything, because I don't know, they had some cool America pants that I wanted to use, but it didn't pan out. I don't want to.
Couldn't match up with the Zumbas.
Oh yeah. That's my little trick too. I like collecting wrestling stuff and wrestling figures. He's in a box back there somewhere. I might go dig him out later. But we're trying to figure out all what we're doing for our Halloween stuffs. But it won't hold a candle to something as intricate as like the stuff you've put on here. I keep looking through all these things. I'm like, these are so cool.
Yeah, no. I still don't know what I'm doing for Halloween, and I feel like it's you would think it's like the cosplayer's peak hobby. We're surrounded with all these costumes. We should just be able to be like, yeah, we're gonna do this one. But then you're like, oh, I don't
I
want to.
feel like that would be my nightmare. I'd be like, I don't know what I want to wear.
It's kind of
couldn't
that,
wear-
and kind of like, do
You
I
would
want
have
to
more
put
options than choices.
kind of, and do I want to put all this effort into like a really well crafted look, and then like we're just gonna go get sloppy drunk, and the next thing I know, my costume's ruined. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
So I thought of something today because we had Ashley on stream with us. I forgot I had this until we talked about this tonight, and I haven't been able to wear it in 10 years because I have gained weight quite a bit since I
hear
bought
you.
it. But no,
Haven't we all?
I was like 210 when I bought this, and I'm actually down to 320 now. I was 350 a few weeks ago. But
Nice.
anyway, I bought this. I will argue that Resident Evil 4 is much better than 5 or 6. 6 is arguably not that great of a game. It's a fun
That's
game.
a fact. You don't have to argue about it. But anyway.
But I will argue that I love Leon's jacket in 6 so much that I bought it.
Leon's always got the drip.
And
I mean,
I have my own Leon jacket from 6.
Oh wow!
yes.
Did you buy that from Capcom? Because they had like the bougie version of that.
No, mine is faux leather, and I paid $100 for it. But
Okay.
It's still like the principle of it.
it was
Oh,
really
yeah,
nice,
that's
and I
true.
used to wear it all the
Fake it
time when
until
it
you
fit.
make it.
And people
Yeah.
are like, "Why are you wearing a leather jacket?" I'm like, "It's comfortable and looks cool." But I realized today that the whole collar is fraying apart, and it's like no longer in a condition to wear. But it's still really
Well, that's
nice.
Battle Ravage. He's been grabbed by tons of
Yeah.
zombies. So
No, the Leon jacket thing is so real because the main reason I never in a million years thought I'd be cosplaying Ashley. Remake changed some things up. We can get into that later. But my boyfriend really wanted to be Leon because he wanted an excuse to buy the RE4 jacket. So, you know.
I'll admit, I've got one that was kind of similar too. I bought 2 of them off of Kohl's on like clearance at one point.
Yeah.
And one just kind of have that brown, like fuzzy stuff up top. But then I kept staring around the time the Silent Hill 2 remake came out, and I'm like, I really want a James Sunderland jacket.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to have like this army military style green jacket. And that could be a good plan B if my wrestler one doesn't pan out. But I mean, that's like instant costume right there. You just wear some blue jeans and gray shirt and green jacket and maybe carry a pillow for a good measure.
Yes.
But, yeah. But yeah, I love stuff like that. That'd be great.
So what are some cosplays that you either desire to do or want to attempt?
Ooh, that's a good one. 2 that are currently on my radar is if you are familiar with Overwatch.
Nope.
I am I'm a Lucio main. Love that guy. He's like a little frog DJ. But he is a Brazilian man, and I look absolutely nothing like him. But he has a skin in the game that's very familiar of like, I think like Daft Punk or like even Marshmello, like those DJs that have like a mascot type suit thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where he's a frog. So I kind of want to see if I can make his frog suit and get like LEDs and stuff incorporated, maybe make his gun and have it like with a speaker. I think that'd be really dope. And the other one that's on my radar is I have been obsessed with Borderlands 4 since it's come out. I'm a Borderlands girly. And I kind of want to do Vex or Moxie from the new Borderlands because I love doing like the cell shading and stuff with the paint on the costumes and making it look like it came right out of the game. So fun to do.
Yeah, you've got a few of those on your Instagram. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, they're so fun.
Cause I got 2 friends on here that one is like a competitive person like you are. Her name is Twilight Princess, or no, Twilight Phoenix.
Okay.
I don't know why I said Twilight Princess, but
that would be a
on the mind.
It's a good game. That's why. Dang it.
But she did Lulu as her last one. She just had a child, so she's kind of taking care of all that. But she attempted that one, and I was like, whew, the amount of time that it would take to put all those straps on.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Come on now. And then
J. Crew must have had a field day.
Even like she was going on her streams and she goes, "There's so many straps."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like me just getting my things. That you guys can keep talking. I'll get my straps. My strap now.
Wait, does she have a Lulu cosplay too?
Do you have a Lulu?
I got a Carlac from Baldur's Gate, but I sewed over I think like 800 feet of faux leather to make all of these straps you're seeing.
All my land.
So how long does it normally take you to put together something?
It really depends on the costume and the level of complexity of the character. Carlac, for example, was a lot. I think I logged at bare minimum at least 80 plus hours on just I hand painted the bodysuit to do all the tattoos. Again, sewed all those leather straps, had to do the horns, make those out of EVA foam, patterned those myself. The chest in this actually lights up too. I had to make like an LED foam rib cage so she would have like a heart.
I was wondering how that worked out. I saw that earlier.
Yeah, we got a tail. You can kind of see it there with some airbrushing on it. Like she was really, really intense to make. So
is
something
that one
like
of the ones that you submitted for a competition?
Yeah, she is one of my first place winners. I'm so proud of her.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
she's
job.
one of my go-tos. Yeah, lay her down there. But yeah, why do so many costumes have so many straps?
Exactly. It's like
make sure you don't fall out. I guess. I don't know.
Just make some buttons.
Yeah.
Fake straps.
Yeah. We had a cosplayer who was entering the contest last week, and I remember in her build book she included fun facts, and she's like, "Fun fact: this cosplay has over 23 belts on it," and it's like, yeah, why did we do this?
Right.
So funny.
So you mentioned a build book. Is that something that's kind of regular that kind of keeps notes and like dimensions of things and stuff you do? Just like a log of what you do per costume and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. They're mostly used in the competitive scene, but some people would just put them together to like keep track of what they did, especially if they're like proud of their work and want to like cross-reference. But typically they're for competitions, and it's because whenever you're doing traditional competitions, you do prejudging and you get like 5 minutes if to talk to the judges and talk about a costume that might have took you 80 plus hours to make. So it's hard to go through everything. So it gives the judge an example to see all the methods, all the techniques you use, how clean the inside of the costume is. Because when you're doing competitive stuff, like stuff that you don't even see, like the lining of a jacket is going to matter, how clean the hems are, stuff like that. So you get a really close look at all of that and can see without having to like, can you take your costume off so we can see? Also to prove you made it. Some people unfortunately lie and pretend they made a costume in a craftsmanship competition, and that's no thanks. Don't do that.
See, Viper, I would have felt that with my duct tape and random sewing.
Well, see, there also are contests that are made for people more casual, and that's again the beauty of cosplay. And what I said when I was talking about it earlier, of it is called cosplay. So there's a place for the people who are heavy craftsmanship. But if you want to wear your duct tape coat and have fun,
God, that was such a fun costume.
That was
such
a fun night.
And the thing is, we had actually had a full day of classes because it fell on like a Monday or something, and I just kept thinking of more stupid things to do. And I'm like, what if I shave?
Because I remember I did your makeup.
You did my makeup in the bathroom in the lobby. We had a night class. We had to go across the street to practice. We ran into Sailor Moon and Sailor Venus, and I inadvertently hit on them. And
yeah,
before his
it was dark. It was dark, and then someone was like, "Are you two fine?" And then I said, "Yeah, they're fine. Go on." But they mistook it as "you fine," and then just whatever. So I looked back and giggled and whatever. But yeah, that is the night I met my wife, who was a zombie that night.
Cute.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah,
and I was depressed.
Oh no.
Yay, depression.
I don't know why. Everyone was having a party, and I was just lying on a bench in the lobby. Like,
I do vaguely remember you just kind of wallflowering it.
Well, to be fair, I did just walk to McDonald's, get called a slur on the sidewalk, and I didn't feel too good after that. So,
people are so lame sometimes, you know.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know if that was my Joker cosplay or
that was Zack Ryder.
You
were Zack Ryder. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Woo woo. Very nice.
Cannot fit into that one anymore.
I mean, all it consists of is a head bandana.
Oh, it was a extra small T-shirt too.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, carry on.
I've never hit Allison made for me.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Oh yeah, she had the little puff paint and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
My wife.
That's on the internet somewhere.
Sure is. Video is too. There may be videos.
There was one. Okay, I noticed your Red Dead 2 cosplay with Dutch.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you selected Dutch? Did he just resonate more with you? Was he like your favorite character? Or
I love me some Arthur Morgan. We're not gonna lie about that. But Dutch has such an iconic look. And I wanted it to be recognizable, especially because I was gender bending it. I was doing, a feminine version of Dutch, sort of. I liked his vest. I liked his drip. Also, it's really fun walking around in Dutch and people just coming up to you being like, I have a plan. And it's like, tell me more.
Did you prefer playing? I know whenever Red Dead 2 came out initially, they had reservations that we weren't playing as John, although
surprise.
Spoilers from the first one, Mm-hmm. So after playing 2, did you prefer Arthur or did you prefer John?
Ooh, that's a good question.
We come with the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, no, I love Red Dead so much. Like, if you could see my full, I have a Red Dead print somewhere up here. I'm like, my Cowboys. Now, probably, maybe Arthur, because I did play the first Red Dead, but I played the first Red Dead after the second one. I watched my dad play the first one, so I knew what happened, but I didn't actually experience it. So I think I got connected more with Arthur, but there's just something about his story of he didn't necessarily have Abigail and little Jack to like motivate him. Eventually you find out other stuff. Go play Red Dead if you never played Red Dead, by the way, anyone listening.
Yeah, really,
so
for real.
good. But there's just more story elements to Arthur that I think made him like a bit more interesting of his way to redemption.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Did you have John go through with Goody Two Shoes Cowboy, or did you kind of like lean in the middle, or were you like
Heel Jones?
I am a Goody Two Shoes. I'm like, those boys are going to go out in a blaze of glory if I have anything to say about it. Oh yeah.
That's not how I played.
Flashback to the earlier talk about Baldur's Gate.
Uh-huh.
And the squirrel already out the gate.
Alden, have you played the Red Deads? Because that's something we need to put on your list too.
Yeah, I just never finished either of them. Also, I realized, do I sound louder now?
Yes, by so much. Thank you.
For some reason, I didn't click in my brain because, you know, I'm completely inept at everything to do with Streamlabs, that my gain filter did not go across scenes, so it was not on this scene like it was my live gameplay. So I'm sitting, Hannah just texted me, she's like, you know, you can't really hear you. I'm like, oh God, I know why.
Yeah, that's why I kept leaning in. If you see it on the camera, I'm me leaning in like an old man going, what'd you say?
Well, it's only been 30 minutes, so
well, I just figured it was me. So
yeah.
You can barely hear you.
Well, at least you can hear me now for whatever that's worth.
So Alden, did we kind of semi-spoil Red Dead just now?
No,
I mean, it is a 15-year-old game.
I know how it ends. I quit the first one. I don't know why. I think I got bored on it right when you get into Mexico. And the second one I quit right when you get on the island, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Mostly because I know that you can't go back there and you can like miss animals for the journal or something, and I didn't take the time to make sure I did that, so I just quit playing it and never went back to it. I did enjoy it though.
100%ing that game was
yeah.
an experience to say the least.
I did not finish either game, but I did play both of them.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with some of these bigger games, and that's kind of I prefer Red Dead. I prefer Red Dead to Grand Theft Autos any day of the week. And
I'm right there with you.
It's just they're so good, but they're so immersive that you get lost in the sauce so easily. And then I just want to trudge through and find out what goes on story-wise.
You'll spend like 5 hours accidentally fishing, and then you're like,
oh,
where were we? You know? Oh, a bird, and then you're gone again.
I will say I like Red Dead a lot for the simple fact that it is... It's actually a nice segue into something I want to talk about. We might save this for another, because I know we're going to do our top 3 to top 5 horror games, but I also wanted to have a night where we talk about our top 3 to 5 games that are not horror games that have moments that absolutely like freak you out, incidental horror. But what I was saying of that for is Red Dead. Red Dead is just full of so many moments that are unnerving and freaky and creepy in a game that's not supposed to be about being scary, like the incest cannibals in number 2 and the town of Tombstone in the first game, like all that stuff. I don't know how many times I went into Tombstone just trying to see if the urban legend about it being haunted was real, and I convinced myself there were ghosts in the town. Dude, I love what
was Red Dead 2 that had the inbreds or the incest couple or whatever. I can't remember.
Yes, and what was so cool about that was not only were they in there, but like the extra dialogue they put in the game, like, so I don't know if you ever did this, but like when they throw John in like the pit, if you come back, like they have special dialogue for coming back and stuff. And if you go in and grab her and take her to the pit where she dropped you, she starts saying, "No, Mama, don't. I'm sorry." And she's like, it's really freaky, but it's really cool.
They like covered so much of their bases.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few of those in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, I love Red Dead.
Oh, there's a really creepy little side quest there. I don't want to like spoil it if you want to dive in further if you haven't, but it does deal with like a serial killer, and that gets really messed up. That's cool though.
My favorite.
I gotta go back and play that one.
Any quest in the entire series, though, my favorite is still the one in the original with the what is it? He's like the mysterious stranger, or the gentleman, or something. So cool. I love it.
The themes are just so good in the games. Like the story is top notch.
fine. I'll drop my schedule and I'll start playing Red Dead again.
I will be tuning in. I'm like, I love me some Cowboys. Let's go.
I need to play it.
I kind of want to pick it up too. I wonder if I should go back and play Red Dead 1 again.
I haven't played Red Dead 1 in forever.
I haven't even.
I mean, it's probably been since college, and it's been over a decade ago.
I think after John died and then Jack took over, I don't think I went on with life because I was so like traumatized with John.
John dies? Just kidding.
Boy, I know.
I know. I've seen the scene. It's one of the best.
I hid that for a long time from my wife because when she ended up beating Red Dead 2, and I think I just told her the spoilers because she's like, just tell me. Because she knew it was...
Oh, no.
Dang spoiler. Oh, that's just like how we can't talk to Viper about The Last of Us Part 2.
No, I finished the Part 1, and I did play the Left Behind. So I did.
Don't worry, the spoiler in Part 2 happens very early.
It's pretty early, and it made me not want to play it because I was spoiled on it.
Because we knew before the game came out that it was spoiled before the game came out.
I don't think I knew that, but I wanted to just like not know it existed, and if I didn't play it, it didn't exist in my headcanon. Just kind of like how, well, not kind of like how I kind of got spoiled on Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's how the audio drama for Final Fantasy X. 10-2, whatever it is, it doesn't exist. We all agree it doesn't exist. You can't make it exist.
Viper pickup. About said 10-2. Viper pickup. What are we talking about? Last of Us Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be after my November game.
Okay,
hopefully I'm gonna get it in before the end of the year. But
Jinja, it's all fake. Everybody's fake. The whale is fake. Blitzball's fake.
I'm not spoiling Final Fantasy X because she does not know how that game ends, and my God, that is one of the best game endings of all time. It
really is.
So
every time I watch somebody, because I go into a lot of first plays of Final Fantasy X, like that's my guilty pleasure of sitting there watching people play first plays of Final Fantasy X, how they react.
I know
exactly to certain scenes, but every time I watch, I still feel inside.
Fun fact about that: after one of Hannah's very first streams, she was trying to find someone to raid out to. I'm like, hey, you can raid out to this girl. And then as soon as she raided out, I'm like, I know her. I saw her on YouTube do a reaction to Final Fantasy X, and she got really sad. Because I was like,
I don't think I ever actually officially beat it, especially when I was a kid, because I used a Game Shark, and I couldn't beat my Aeons because, spoiler, there's a section where you have to fight all your Aeons. I couldn't beat him because I gave him infinite health. So I was stuck in a time loop like James Sunderland, apparently.
Oh man!
I will still say that 10 and Crisis Core are probably my two favorite endings in the entire series. Crisis Core still gets to me, and I knew how that game ended before I played it.
To go through the 7 series.
Oh God, Crisis Core is so good. Even though you know how it ends. That scene, I feel so. Hannah was sitting on the couch with me when Reunion came out, and I got to that scene. I was just like, and she's just looking at me like, "It's a game." I'm like, "It's not just a game. It's such a good scene." Oh my God!
Damn it.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I got the man right here. I got him right here. Unfortunately, I don't have the first class, but Matt, our good buddy Matt from undergrad, bought me this for Christmas last year.
I thought you were talking about my government name, which is totally not Matt.
It's Tam.
Well, I want to show off something cool, too. I don't know. I've had this. This is Paul McCartney. It has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, Paul, how you doing?
Oh, Paul, I've got 3 of the 4.
Why does he look like a zombie?
It's Yellow Submarine, you dingus.
Oh,
I'm from a different reality, John. I'm the one that died.
It looks like a zombie from the first Dawn of the Dead.
No. Oh, well, okay, fair enough. But you ruined Dawn of the Dead the other day when you were crapping on it, you dingus. He was telling me, he goes, oh, that 1978 Dawn of the Dead. And
it was not good.
I heard you mention Pittsburgh, and I was like, I wonder how much George Romero she's heard in her life. But So she's in George Romero's backyard, so them's fighting words, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Also, a perfect segue between you being from Pittsburgh and you just playing Last of Us. Have you played Last of Us, Bri?
I have not.
Okay, you spoiled all of it.
Oh,
Oh, you're good. I've been around. I know what happens.
I just meant there's a big section that's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I never got to. I wanted to play it so bad, and I never got to because I didn't have a PlayStation for so long. I was an Xbox person, and I finally got the PlayStation 5 a few years ago. So I'm like, time to hit up all those.
Well, I know it's not indicative because I've only ever been to Pittsburgh once. That was the time I met you a few years ago, and the whole time I was playing that section in Last of Us, I'm like, this isn't what Pittsburgh looks like. I was
just another bridge.
I was like, I did not see the big bridge that goes the 8-lane bridge, the yellow one. I was like, that's not there. Where's that at? So,
I refuse to drive in Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh. When we were coming to meet you, we come out of that tunnel and we're immediately like, get in this lane. I was like, how? and we couldn't.
I feel like a majority of people that live around the area don't even want to be there. Respectfully.
It was cool,
I was a truck
but
driver, and I had to
stressful.
drive around Pittsburgh, and thank God I didn't go through.
Yeah,
it's the biggest city I've ever been to, and it was cool. Walking through it was cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just not driving.
Yeah, that McDonald's we ate, that's gone, isn't it? I think it's gone.
Probably. I would make it maybe. I don't know.
I have this weird thing where when I get bored, I'll occasionally look at maps of places I've been and see what it looks like now. And I looked at that McDonald's and it's gone. I was like, oh.
I like doing that on Google Maps. I get to see my old dog that I had when I was younger. He's just sitting he's sitting in the corner. It's Fisher, Viper. I miss Fisher.
Oh, I love Fisher.
Before my grandma's house was torn down, Google came by like 3 months before my dad died, and there's a picture of him standing on the porch. So that's like immortalized. What's the word?
Get a screenshot of that before they like update it. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Monroeville Mall?
Yes, I have. Actually, my boyfriend is such a fan of like all the horror movies, and he loves his zombies. And they do an event at the Monroeville Mall where they get like, oh gosh, so many, like I think artists. I don't know if they get actors and stuff involved, but I know they get a bunch of community. And they do. I think they call it like zombie something. But we're even contemplating maybe going. It's the end of this month. Check it out and stuff. But yeah, we're definitely our little zombie city.
If I were closer, that would be my jam, man.
It's really cool. Some of the stuff that comes around.
Yeah. Viper, you got to watch it again, man. That 78 Dawn was chef's kiss.
No, I did like the remake.
They're coming to get you, bud.
Kind of the same, but also, no, I mean, honestly, that's how I kind of got into it too. I watched the 04 Dawn, and of course, it had like the Johnny Cash intro, and
I did like that.
And I mean, it was just great. And then I watched Night of the Living Dead, and freaked out. And that's another story. But it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Hashtag segue.
Segues are weird. How old is too old to believe in the Tooth Fairy?
You mean? Hey, actually, don't speak that out real loud.
You're supposed to have headphones in.
Well, I took them off.
He gave them to her.
No, she's in there dancing to Moana 2 still, I guess.
So anyway, we were mentioned earlier. We wanted to. Last week we did our top 5 horror movies, the three of us, and I know with one extra person it's going to take a little longer to go through that. But we did all prepare stuff, so we have about 12 minutes before the first ad starts, then we can push it out for like 15. So I think if we start now, we can get through that. But I would like to do that. Our top 5 horror games with honorable mention.
Make it so.
Do you still want to do this? What do you call it? The snake, whatever it is, like we did last time.
Snake draft.
Snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Who should we start with?
So, Bri, do you know what a snake draft is?
Yeah. I'll catch on as you guys are going the order, but yeah, I got you.
Okay. We don't know the order yet either.
Why am I the only one that didn't know what it was?
Guess first.
Because you don't do football, dude.
That's fair.
I know football video games.
All right. So, who would like to go first?
Let Bri go first.
Let Bri go first. Let's just
do we start with honorable mention, or are we just going in with our 5th?
We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, honorable mention 1.
Okay. I got a real silly 5th. Very silly 5th, because I have not played as many of my horror games I want to, and I'm trying to focus on ones I actually played or really dove into. Number 5, classic, Scooby-Doo and Night of a Thousand Friends.
Oh,
Can
that
we get it
was
up for
so
Scooby-Doo?
Is that
good.
for the PS1? Is
It
that
will.
that one?
PS2. PS2 is the golden
That's not
era
the one
of
I'm
horror.
thinking of, then.
And 64 had a copy of it too, and I
it?
loved that. Yes, it did.
I wonder if I have it on my retro thing.
It was
No.
it was chef's kiss.
It's such a fun game. Like, I kind of want to go back and play it.
Because I remember playing a Scooby-Doo. It was called something else, but
Was it? Yeah.
I think it was for the PS1.
Might have been. But
Yeah,
that
good
game,
choice.
just fun. Spooky
Good choice.
fun.
Good choice.
Yeah.
You know.
Boy.
Just an appropriate amount of spook. Actually, sidebar: my daughter watched Scooby Doo on Zombie Island for the first time a week ago, and it was her first.
That
scary
was
thing.
Oh, I love
Oh.
Scooby-Doo movies.
It was so
My
fun
favorite was
watching
that
her
one and
catch
the
the red
alien
herring,
one.
and it was just
So
so fun.
fun.
The alien one was really good. The cyber alien thing.
I do vaguely remember that one, but Zombie Island stuck with me. Now, I had heard that they had made a sequel,
Remake. Yeah.
and I've heard it was the Drizzling Dookies. So
I didn't see it. I saw it was on like HBO Max, I think it was.
I think I'll hold off on that one. But just Zombie Island, she said Scooby, and I was like, so.
Scooby.
All right, who's next?
Let's on the layout. It goes like this. So let's go over to Viper, then down to Dr. J, and then out back, and we'll just go like in kind of like a
Dr.
C
J?
order.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So my 5 will be The Evil Within.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
dang
didn't
it, that
think
was
about
so
Evil
good.
Within. That one could go
Oh.
up there. Yeah, that would be a good number 5.
It was so good, but god dang, it was so hard.
Yeah, it was. Oh my
It
god.
was difficult at times.
Oh
yes.
my god, it made me so mad a lot of times. If you have not played it, it is really good, especially if you enjoy the Silent Hill type games. Even though I haven't played them, I have watched others, and I feel like it's more towards that than Resident Evil style.
Funny you say
Within.
that. The creator of The Evil Within was the creator of Resident
Shinji
Evil.
Mikami, yeah.
Really,
Mhm.
I did not
Mikami
know.
made
Well,
it.
you know.
I do know.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
more you know. All right, Doc, it is your turn.
Yay. Okay, I'm throwing this one out, and no one's going to know this one. But 2001. Oh, crap. I don't have a code Veronica, but that's going to be on the list. Okay. Because this came out around the time Code Veronica did. But PlayStation 2 game. My brother Ben and I played this quite a bit. And
He's
wanna
got
say
it with him.
Schwa?
He's got
Yeah,
visuals.
yeah, I've got visuals. I got 4 of the 5, and then I thought of Code Veronica, and I was like, but anyway, this game is called Extermination.
You have Extermination. Oh my god, I haven't seen that game in 20 years.
It is such a good little game. And
It's so cool. I've only ever played the demo of it, but yes, I remember that game. Like,
I've never seen that game or heard of it.
okay,
all I remember, tell me if I'm remembering this correctly. I remember in the demo, it starts out in this, it's like a snowy landscape, and you have to crawl in through like some kind of maintenance tunnel through like a fan or something, and then like there's a lot of biomass and stuff, and that's all I remember.
the end. No. Okay.
Oh, cool, I beat
it. Yay! It has the similar setup to the movie The Thing, which I had mentioned last week was one of my favorite horror movies. You're in Antarctica. You look like Dollar General version of Raiden. You do. It's Raiden, but brown hair. You can kind of see his picture in the back right there. Look at that.
Okay.
Dollar General Raiden. Anyway, so you're going in there because this base went offline because something, and of course your girlfriend's working there, and you're like, oh, my girlfriend. And your big burly Barry Burton-esque character's like, hey, I'll help you out too. And then, of course, he dies and turns into a big monster-y thing that chases you throughout the whole game. But it's part like Resident Evil. It's part The Thing. You get to like customize your assault rifle thing because you can put all sorts of doodads and blip bops on it, and it has a little bit of platforming. It's something, man. And I think they were really trying to do something like create a series or something out of it. It just never materialized.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So There's my 5.
Nice.
Okay. My number 5, this one's hard because most of my favorite games are in the Silent Hill and Resident Evil series, so that would take up like the whole list, but I am relegating. Oh, I don't know where it's not.
Relegating.
I'm trying to make it to where only one per series. So just to try to even it out and have a variety of kinds of games, I'm going to have to pick something from the Puppet Combo / Torture Star video series. If you're not familiar with those, they are these games that are analog horror, so they're like really grainy VHS style games. But my favorite one is probably called Murder House. And if you're not familiar with it, the prologue, you play as a little kid who is in a shopping mall after hours, and he is stalked by a guy in a rabbit costume who eventually catches him and kills him. And then you go to present day and you play as an intern on a film crew who goes to the house of said serial killer, only to find out that he is still alive, even though he was supposedly executed, and he's torturing and like chasing down the whole film crew, and you have to like survive. But it's all with like tank controls, Silent Hill kind of style, but with like all VHS filters.
You lost me there.
Playing it sucks, but the tension is there, and I love those kinds of games. But if you had to play an easy one with that style, I would also say my number 5 could be Blood Wash, which is a lot easier. You play as a pregnant woman whose laundry machine doesn't work, so she has to go to a laundromat in town, and there's apparently someone who is killing pregnant women, and you have to survive that. It's crazy. It's a weird game, but
I forgot another one too. Okay, sorry.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, so now it's my number 4, right?
2 and 1.
No, it's great. It's great. You're saying all these things, and I'm like, oh, remember that thing? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But anyway.
All right. So Alden, you go back with 4.
I know I probably had a better number 4. I left my notebook in my car, but I struggled to get out past number 3 and honorable mention. So if I had to say one that's just unique and kind of cool, even though I'm terrible at the game, I appreciate what it was, would have to be Forbidden Siren. It's a really cool game. It was
Is that
created.
the really hard one?
Is that just
It's
Siren?
very
or is
difficult.
That another thing?
It had a different name. It was called Siren and Forbidden Siren, depending on which region you're in. I just think Forbidden Siren sounds like a more
It
complete
sounds
title.
familiar.
It was made by the guy who made the first Silent Hill, but it's a very difficult game because it takes place in this Japanese village, and you play through. It's a bunch of characters all over the events of like a few days, and it keeps jumping back and forth their perspectives. But there are these. The enemies are basically like humans that are corrupted by something. I forgot what they're called, but they can like kill you easily, and there's like you can't really fight back. So you basically have to get from point A to point B in each level doing the objectives. But the thing you can do is you have this thing called sight jacking, which allows you to take control of their eyes, and you can see what they're doing. So you have to like look through their eyes, plan out where you're supposed to go, and then maneuver around it. But like there's like one level, it's like you get from here, go across this bridge. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do that, and you start running across the bridge, and one of them shoots you, and you die, and you're like, oh, okay, so I can't do it that way. And then I ended up spending like an hour on stream on one level, and after 2 streams of it, I'm like, okay, guys, I'm not playing this game anymore, and I quit it because it was very difficult. But it's a cool concept. So
Sounds cool.
it is a cool game.
They had a couple sequels, I remember, but that was.
And you said that is the same as the Siren games?
Yeah,
That is Siren. It was called, I think it was called Forbidden Siren in Japan, and it's just called Siren.
Because I
in America.
tried Siren and I just could not figure out what to do.
It's hard. It's
I just
confusing.
kept dying. And I was like, all right, well,
Me.
this is not for me.
yeah. You gave up on Resident Evil 3 too, and made me sad. But I think
Well, I did that because I was always in a bad mood whenever
All right, Jay.
Okay. I'm throwing this one in here just because it's the only copy I have available because I can't flaunt my money like Alden does. But Shabam!
Hey.
It's in particular that one, Silent Hill Dose.
Oh, 2.
Thanks.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to say it.
You can say it. Ben and I keep saying Ben, Bri, my brother, and I played these things a lot when we were kids. And when we had no right to, because we were way too young for this crap. But we rented this, and we had to turn the television volume all the way off because we were pretty sure we were going to poop ourselves because we were so terrified with this game. So this one in particular, that's how I kind of started several of my favorite game series for some reason on the sequels and not like the initials, which means most of the sequel games I love more than the initials, which rings true here. I don't really care for Silent Hill 1 because I haven't played it enough. I've played it, but this one always holds a special place in my heart. And then I picked this one up at one point just because it was relatively cheap. It gave me a chance to go through Silent Hill 3. And I know a lot of people kind of dog crap on the HD collection, but I enjoyed it. And then having Troy Baker redub the lines for James was kind of nice. So
I will say your version is better than this version because in this one, if you're familiar with New Game Plus on number 3, when you get the unlimited SMG, PS3 does not have this problem, but on the 360, when you start to fire it, the screen completely stutters and the audio just runs together. So it's like, and the whole screen will just freeze. Oh, wow. So it's almost impossible.
I remember
to use
hearing about that. Yeah,
it sucks, and they never patched it. They said we don't care.
No, they didn't believe in patches because that was whenever Konami was kicking in patch slot mode.
Patches are land.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Tag, go.
All right, so it's my 4th, and I am going to take the Fears of Fathom games.
Ooh,
those are.
I was gonna say Ironbark, but okay, let's go.
And it's so good because they're somewhat simple games, but they are so entertaining whenever you do play them. So that will be my number 4.
Which one in particular was your favorite?
I think the first one, the one that you're at home and then the doorbell starts ringing, and
that
then,
was freaky.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I make a joke out of it because I just start smacking the door and then run away from it. But that's just me.
That's how you cope.
I'm just mad that Ironbark's the only one that's on consoles. I wish the rest of them would because I would love to play them all. Because I don't do a lot of PC gaming.
But yeah.
Okay.
All right, Bri.
Alrighty, back up. My number 4. So another one I feel like kind of bad about because I haven't been able to actually play it, but I feel like it's valid. You'll understand in a second. Because of me not having a PlayStation back in the day, I never got to experience it firsthand.
You're gonna take it? Oh no!
My number 4 is Until Dawn.
Okay, never mind.
I think I know where you're going. The amount of playthroughs I watched of this game, I was so mad I didn't have a PlayStation and I couldn't play it because I feel like it was such a cool concept to me. At the time, I've never seen another like horror movie video
Have
game.
you seen the movie of it that's on Netflix?
I did. I thought it was fun.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I think it was fun. That's valid.
I fell asleep during it. Yeah.
That's valid. That's valid. It was compared to the game.
It was so slow.
I
thought it was so slow.
It sped up towards the end, but it was a slow.
I was already asleep.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But they did. I appreciated the very few like wink, wink, nudge, nudges they had toward the game. Yeah. That was cute, and I understand why they couldn't make it exactly like the game because the game is already a movie. Go play the game is my argument. But valid on the slow, valid. But yeah, Until Dawn, I think it's so fun, and also like a soft shout out to all the other like dark picture anthology games because I think they all have something that's really fun around this time of the year. Like, sit down with some friends, play those, so fun.
Were they all connected together? Because I feel like they were supposed to be like a thin little.
I'm not 100% sure. I feel like they might have tried to do that. The only
I don't know if anything was
Devil in Me.
Yeah, I don't know if anything was confirmed.
So I'm not 100% sure, but Until Dawn, the GOAT of them all.
Yeah, thoroughly did enjoy it Until Dawn.
There's one more that I like more than that, but
we'll go on that. Very cool.
Okay, so
number 3.
It goes back to Bri.
Me again? Okay.
Oh wait, no, I lied.
So this is going to be your number 3.
Okay. So
you're doing the snake draft.
Gotcha. My number 3 then I think has to go to Fatal Frame 2: The Crimson.
Oh! How about that remake coming out?
That's gonna be cool. I played it. I can't remember who was saying if it was Doc or not, but like playing these games when we were way too young. Fatal Frame 2 was one that I should not have been playing at the time, and I was too scared to finish it.
So you have not finished it?
No, I think I watched someone finish it,
okay.
which is such a I need to go back. 100%.
Yeah, you do, especially when the remake comes out. Cause
yeah, actually, that is what I should do.
Pretty pumped.
I need to buy them.
Yeah, I know my boyfriend just replayed, I think, the first one not too long ago. I was going through, but like Fatal Frame just as a franchise, so fun, and what a cool concept that we can just like capture with the camera and go through, and the vibes, the atmosphere of 2, so good. I love a good atmosphere, so like.
That's what.
So the way that I got introduced is whenever I was in high school, one of our leaders, they were like one of our Sunday school teachers, but he handed it to me and he was like, "Hey, I know you like horror, so why don't you check this out?" And I was like, "Okay." And then like maybe 2 months later, I was like, "All right, let's play this, whatever." And so I tried it out and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
So cool.
So fun.
Rad.
All right, so it will be mine for number 3. And I will have to say Dead Rising 2.
Ooh, DR2, Fortune City, baby. Let's go.
Yes. So
Paddle Saw.
I love that game just because you get to combine
it's good.
Like all the different combinations that you can make and just go through and hack and slash like a billion zombies. And even though 3 kind of made it a little more fun because I did get to play with Doc's brother, and that is one memory that I will always have. But because he absolutely loved it, and he actually gave me the Mega Man blaster in that one.
Nice.
Very fun.
So every time that I play that, I always remember of him. But yeah, so I'm going to take Dead Rising 2.
If you haven't played the remake of number 1 yet, you should.
I have not.
Neo Bards was the company that did it, and they actually made Silent Hill F, and they killed it on F. So I'm looking out for them a little bit more. It's actually pretty good.
I may have to borrow that, Doc.
Yeah, I got it. I haven't started it yet. I beat Dead Rising 4 the other day, and I was thoroughly let down. But you can use it. Shoot.
The 1 remake is much more accessible than the original. It's the platinum, like I would say the platinum on the first game. The original was like an 8 or a 9. This one's like a 4. It's so much easier.
Sweet.
So it's good.
Well, there you go.
Dr. J.
Okay, I've been flip flopping, and then of course Viper saying that about Ben made me think.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. It's a good thing. I'm torn. I'm gonna throw this one out, but I got to think of my honorable mention. I'm gonna go with this one in the middle of the road. Boom.
Okay. And that's the one that I was thinking that she was going to talk about.
Yeah, I was getting the vibe.
Granted,
oh, man.
If we're getting into the sauce here and getting into the specifics, this is not like the OG one that came out in 2013 or whatever.
13,
but
yeah.
They took, I guess, they remastered it as pretty as it could be and like put some parts.
It was really, because that's the one that I played on the stream. And
yeah, I figured it was because things looked a little bit different, but
they did look a lot different.
They took some quality of life stuff from 2, and then whenever they added this, just making a great thing greater. So
yeah,
I haven't actually gone through this fancy pants version, but actually that might be something I pick up in the next few weeks because I'm kind of in a lull. I haven't been streaming lately, but that's my middle of the mountain selection for number 3.
My number 3 is, controversially, I do not think this game is scary. I do not know why anyone thinks it's scary. I don't know why anyone thinks the first game is scary. The third one's definitely not scary. But I have to say, Dead Space 2.
Dead Space 2?
I never played any of them.
Dead Space 1 is great. Dead Space 2 is even better. I never thought either were scary. I just remember what my number 5 was, and I missed it. Dang it. As soon as I said sequel, I'm like... Number 5 was Fear Files. Dead Space 2. It's a great game. If you never played the series, it's got your survival horror aspects. If you were here watching me play Chronos: The New Dawn, it feels very similar to that game, but it's still better. You play as an engineer named Isaac Clarke. On the first game, you're on the spaceship called the USS Ishimura. The second game, I can't remember where it takes place, is another ship or a colony or something. But basically, the whole place is overrun by these monsters called necromorphs that are basically zombified humans, but the caveat is shooting them doesn't necessarily kill them. So like you have a weapon, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the plasma cutter, and you can like, one of the cool aspects is by hitting one of the bumpers, it changes the way it shoots. So if you want to do a vertical shot or a horizontal, and you can shoot the limbs off, but it doesn't stop them. So you have to like completely dismember them or take off their heads, or else they'll just keep coming at you. But one of the fun parts about the game is you're constantly able to upgrade your weapons, and just something about the upgrade system of that game was more fun than just about any game I've played. But the third game relied too heavily on co-op, and it wasn't scary, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't get far in 3 because
1 and 2 were awesome though. Yeah. But unfortunately, number 1 got a remake the same year that I think it was the same year that RE4 did, and it did very well. It sold not as well, and EA's like, well, we're not remaking 2 now, forget it. And I was like, of course you do, EA, you suck.
EA, we hate them.
We all hate EA. Electronic Arts, it's in your wallet.
All right, so Alden, you also get your second pick.
All right, we all know what number 2 is going to be. Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
Resident Evil 4. I'm sorry. Again, it can't be number 1 because that one's already taken for me, and it's also Resident Evil, with a few exceptions, moments in it. It's not a scary game. It's where the series really stopped being scary for a long time to me. But the characters, the setting, the action, everything about it was such a great game. And it was controversial because it did take the series in a new direction. But everything about it was great. And it arguably the reason that most people know about Leon. Even though he first appeared in 2, everyone knows him from 4.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great game.
Because I started RE4 on VR earlier today.
The first time I played it was I had a friend in a high school band, and the only RE game I think I'd ever played, if I had ever played one, was Outbreak, and I can't remember if I might have just bought Outbreak after that. Reaching for the Outbreak copy, I have it somewhere. That's it. That's it right there. I bought mine from a game store in the small town that is no longer there. The town's still there. The store's not. Oh, yeah, Foul 2 as well. Excellent. I hope they remake those, considering that 9 is going to be a character that's connected to that, which is crazy if they don't. But no, he let me borrow that game, and we got home from a ball game, and I remember starting it at like 10:30 or 11 o'clock that night before I went to bed, and I remember going down that little path and going into a hut and then turning and seeing the woman with a pitchfork through her head. I was like, I was like, okay, maybe not, maybe tomorrow. But then once you get to the castle, like, the game's not really that scary anymore. Until you get to the regenerators, and then you're like, this is still a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
But I love 4. So anyway, back to you, Jay. We have pushed out all of our ads, so
yep. So
talk
we're
quick.
Trying to make
number dose.
You want to go ahead and give all 3 of them?
Okay,
deal.
That's fine.
I can do that quick. Number 2, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. So good.
I've always wanted to play it.
If you'd never heard of it, you should. I'm begging for a remaster or read something because I sold it at McCase. And
do it, Nintendo. Make it happen.
Silicon Knights, it was great. Spooky Dookie mixed with Lovecraftian stuff, which I don't really understand. And then the Sanity Meter. It was fun. It was terrifying, and I can't get enough. Honorable mention, Days Gone.
Yes.
Yes. I initially wrote it off because I thought it was going to be just kind of a generic ripoff, but the story sucked me back in.
It was really good.
Deacon won me over, and the cliffhanger at the end made me really want a second one.
Yeah.
Without going into spoiler territory. But number 1, the one that started everything, this was sitting on a shelf, and this tells you how old this is. Number 1 was sitting on a shelf at EB Games in Gatlinburg, Viper, and Auburn for $15. And I bought this for $15.
RE2.
Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is what my nightmares were made of. It wasn't the first one I ever experienced because, long story short, I died on the very first hallway of the first Resident Evil game at my aunt's house. My brother and my brother was like 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. Sorry. Anyway, we went down the first hallway, and I got eaten, and then I screamed at the top of my lungs, and it didn't end well. But found this. found this and had to play this on mute for a long time, especially for the first half, because like every other Resident Evil game, the stronger you get, the less scared you get.
6-7.
This 6-7. Sorry, but this one, I love how they squished so much goodness into this little cartridge, and it's the one I got initially when I was a kid. So
excellent.
Just kiss.
All right. So my number 2, I'm gonna kind of go off again to your typical horror, is Gears of War.
Ooh.
Okay.
So not your typical horror, but still in that brain of things. And then the honorable mention is The Quarry, kind of similar to Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
It's a decision-based game. It is really, really good. And then my number 1 is going to be RE7.
Ooh,
I thought that was so good.
It was good.
Disgusting. It's funny at times. It just hits all.
Ethan! I'll still hear Jack. Ethan!
I quote Marguerite all the time with my wife, and I go, "Kiss me, lover." She has zero context.
All right, Bri, your 2 honorable mention and 1.
Okay. So my 2 got taken, but I'll shout out specifically the remake because we're repping it. We'll go with the Resi 4 remake.
Yeah.
Why not?
There you go.
Yeah, I think the game did a lot good enhancing on the original. The original is a masterpiece, so the fact that like I was going on with not high expectations and they still kind of blew it away for me. Mm-hmm. I love what they did to Ashley's character. I'll talk about that. I guess that's kind of relevant to all of this. She was Leon, help me, Leon! And now she actually has a little bit more essence to her, which is really nice.
She was so annoying in the original. I'm not gonna lie. She was so annoying.
Who decided Sandy Cheeks should be her? Because, like, I mean, she did great. But, like, yeah, new Ashley, love that. Love the environment, the atmosphere, so good. And shout out to Dr. Salvador. It's why I'm terrified of chainsaws. Yeah. Then my honorable mention, this is so controversial. I'm going to get tomatoes pelted at me. I'm going to combine both of them together because I love them for the same reason of the co-op. Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6.
Oh.
I know. I know. I knew they were coming. I think 5, genuinely, I think 5 gets hated on unnecessarily. 6 gets hated on necessarily. But they are so fun with friends.
Me and
play
Doc
them with a friend. Like,
we got this jacket at least.
yeah. There you go. Then my number 1, my sweet baby, my favorite game that got me into gaming again, got me into survival horror is Haunting Ground. I would kill for a remaster of this. They will never do it because it is too controversial. But yeah, love this. I got it because I wanted to be a pretty girl with a dog running through a castle in a video game in middle school, and look where I am now.
American dream.
Yeah, so good. I think the way that this game touches on the horror of being a woman and the vulnerability of femininity is really just tastefully done, and it just about crosses that line, but doesn't. Fiona has jiggle physics, but it's with a purpose. You know? Like, you could debate it, but I think it has some really good themes, and I think something I really love about this game, I could rant about this forever, so I'll try to keep it quick. But something I really love is, I think, again, atmosphere is so huge in horror, and something they do so effectively that makes this game so scary is when you have real no way to fight back, you're depending on a dog. There's no weapons. You're not playing Tetris with fish in a suitcase to keep all your stuff ready to go for the next battle. Like, you were just depending on running. It is a thrilling game of hide and seek, and if those stalkers do happen to catch you, the game over scene is just a black screen with the sounds. Your imagination is doing all the scary stuff. If you've not, like, looked into this game, please look into it. It's really, really cool. There's so many cool video essays on YouTube. Check it out.
I will say that you make the comment about the attache case for Resident Evil 4, and there's literally Ratalaika Games has made a whole game that's just inventory management. It's called Save Room, and I have platinumed it 3 times.
I love that. Yeah, iconic, truly.
It is a fun game. Technically, we're in the middle of an ad break, so if anyone is seeing this, I'm sorry. It will not be. There won't be an ad covering up the video on YouTube, so if you're missing this, please come and watch the rest of it. We normally try to wrap it before then, but we just got too into it tonight. But we're going to continue on because we don't have much left. Viper, if you want to go ahead and start finding someone to raid out to, we will be wrapping up the next 5 minutes. My honorable mention, Well, let me touch back on what my number 5 was supposed to be, Fear Files. If you're not familiar with the game Fear, it's a short-lived series. There were 3 main games in a DLC that was non-canon called Fear Files. There were 2 parts. One's called Perseus Mandate, and the other one was I forget what it's called. And I actually was playing them the day I had my audition for the college where I met you guys. Well, I say playing them, I mean I was downloading them on dial-up, and it took 8 hours to download them. I started when I came to the audition, and they finished when I got home. Anyway, but the series itself is really cool because it is a first-person shooter, but the entire game you are being stalked by this ghost of this psychic dead girl named Alma. And so 1 second you'll be like shooting soldiers because your character's called the Point Man.
Oh.
And then like you'll turn a corner and then there'll be like this ghost just staring at you like this. And like you'll turn around to climb down a ladder and then she will just be looking down at you. Or there's this one scene, you're climbing a ladder and then she like pops out of a hole in the wall and swipes at you and knocks you off the ladder. It's freaky, but the reason I picked Fear Files is because there's one specific moment you go to this hospital and it's like a maternity ward where they keep like all the babies, and like you can look inside the window and like there's like a nurse standing there with her back to you, and then the lights go out and then they come back on and she's standing in the window doing this, and it like makes this loud scream and there's blood everywhere, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ. But that's why I think that was the scariest in the series. And then it got kind of dumb after the second one. Well, the second one was kind of dumb. It literally had a really weird scene where you get in. I don't want to say it on here. The ghost of the psychic woman impregnates herself upon your character.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, moving on. Honorable mention, I mentioned it to you guys a few weeks ago, Dream Core. It's technically a horror game. I don't think it's scary, but it's different. If you know anything about liminal spaces, it is a very fun game because the whole point of the game is each level. I got some eye. Sorry.
He cried.
Is you were basically in a labyrinth of different liminal spaces. So like the first one is like, have you ever heard of the pool rooms? Where it's just all these very linoleum kind of very bright rooms just filled with water, and it's like these endless hallways and tunnels, and you have to find your way out. The second one is called Eternal Suburbia, and the third one is called the Playrooms, and they're still updating it. The next update's supposed to drop around December, supposedly, and it's going to be like a shopping mall, I think. But it's these never-ending rooms, and you have to use like clues and context clues to like find your way around. So like the first game, you have to find a flashlight so you can find your way to the sub-levels of the underground part. And the second one, you have to find like a key to open a door to get you to the next level. And it's really complicated, but you can beat the game in as little as 30 minutes, or you can take like 6 or 7 hours if you don't know how to get out of it. And the way I really made it immersive, even though it's not a VR game, is I put my PSVR 2 headset on, leaned back in here, and turned all the lights off, and then I just played it with the screen like this, like laying down with a controller, and it kind of felt like a flat VR, but it was really immersive, and it was pretty fun. And I was doing that right up until our new baby was born, so I was like playing that like every day until I finished it. But my number one, there's no other. It's Silent Hill 2. Yeah. This is the game. This is one of the greatest games of all time. Funny enough, when it came out, it was actually not considered to be a great game because it was different the first. I know we're all, in our 20s and 30s. But if you're not familiar with it, you know the movie Halloween by John Carpenter?
Yeah.
So we know that Halloween 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and however God knows how many there are, they're all about Michael Myers except for the third one. And the reason was because John Carpenter wanted to make an anthological series, so his third movie was about a completely different plot because he wanted to do something different. And people ran him out of town over it to the point where immediately it was, okay, well, we'll tell more Michael Myers stories, I guess. That's fine. So, in a way, Silent Hill did the same thing because this game is about a semi-half, quasi, hemi-demi-quiver dead girl who has magical, super psychic powers and has the power to manifest, emotions into a town. This one's about a guy looking for his dead wife. And they're not connected. my wife, other than a town. So when that came out, people were kind of like, why is this not a sequel? So then number 3 comes out, box art not included. It was a sequel to number 1, except it didn't tell you it was at the beginning. That's a kind of a plot twist. But it's an old game. It's 12 years old. It's like 22 years old now. Get over it. So number 2 wasn't immediately regarded as a great game when it came out, but over time, people started to realize how good it was, because the first game, Silent Hill is known for having a lot of endings. The first game has 5 different endings. There's the good ending, the good plus ending, the bad plus ending, and the UFO ending. The UFO ending is a long-standing series staple. Glad to see that F brought it back. Very excited to play through that again. I finished it for the first time last night. It takes 3 playthroughs to see all the endings. But basically, every ending is some variation of a similar thing, but they're all achieved by, like one ending is affected by finding a certain item, and one ending is affected by saving a character, and the other 2 endings are permutations off that. So it's like, save her, find the item, save her, don't find the item, so on and so forth, and then the UFO ending. Silent Hill 2 is not that way. It is a unique game in the series because you don't play this game, it plays you. When you finish the game, if you do not know anything about this game, you will get an ending, and you will say, huh, okay, the ending happened. What does in water mean? And then you play the game again, and if you play it differently, you're like, what's the Maria ending? Why is it different now? Because the game builds a psychological profile. What is so funny?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Just imagining some guy go, what happened now? Imagining my dad going,
well, that was the game.
So the game builds a psychological profile based on actions you do or don't do. And I don't mean like, my mom is tied up to a torture rack. Do I put her out of her misery? I'm looking at you, Homecoming. Very transparent endings on this one. But this one is like, do I keep reading the letter from my dead wife through the entire game, or do I ever look at it? Do I keep looking at this knife that I'm holding? Do I take care of the person following me, or do I let her get thrown to the wolves? And all these little actions will culminate into a hidden meter that will give you a different ending in the game. And then when you realize why...
You're not going to do good at that game.
It's not as labor-intensive as you think it is.
No, it's not like they got little meters like, want to stab a cell phone meter? No, it doesn't exist.
The game doesn't even tell you when you finish it, doesn't even tell you that point tally. But it's something that if you're aware of it when you play it, you're like, oh, okay, I know why I got this ending, because I hit her in the face with a 2x4. Or I know I got this ending because every time I walked into a room, I looked at this knife and thought, huh. But there's like certain items that will affect your ending. But that's the whole game is a psychological profile. Not to mention, it has one of the best twists of all time. And if you haven't had this game spoiled for you, do not spoil it. It's a fantastic story. You start.
Spoiler alert!
No, shut your mouth. You start the game playing as this character named James, who is in this town looking for his wife, who, according to him, died 3 years ago. But he had a letter from her saying that she's waiting for him. So he goes back to this town that was their favorite place in the world to be together. And as he slowly pieces things together, you find out that maybe things aren't right. And then you go from the beginning of the game thinking, this guy is just a normal guy, and you start distrusting him. And I will say, for what it's worth, the remake did an excellent job and actually kind of brought more character to him. Because the way they did this, the original game, there's the remake right there.
So the remake, rumor has it that it's going to be on PS Plus this month.
Oh, shoot,
I'm
really?
excited for everyone who hasn't played it, because I love it.
I have not
good.
played it.
I was going to say, I have only dabbled with Silent Hill, and I've played a little bit of 4, and I was too young and dumb to understand how to progress. 2, would that be a good starting point, or should you...
2 is a phenomenal starting point, especially the remake, because it plays more like the new Resident Evils. It's a lot... Because the old games, they have tank controls for the most part, but the new one feels very much over-the-shoulder camera.
Good.
It has a little more focus on combat than the old ones do, especially the prison. When you get there, that sucks. But it's nowhere like Silent Hill F was last night. I was grinding my teeth.
Mad.
I was so mad. So stupid.
Going through it.
But anyway, so the game, the new one, one thing I really love, and I heard there's this YouTuber I've mentioned around here before. She's really cool. I think she's from UK. Her name's Mert KK. She does like a lot of video essays on stuff, but she also streams. She actually streamed herself doing the 10-star run on 2, and I just wanted to like do this because I'm like, anyone who can beat that is one of the hardest things in any game, especially because of how broken the HD collection is. But she made a really good point. The original game, the direction. It was in one of the earlier days. It came out in 2001, so that's when we were first getting voice acting and like mocap and stuff. So it was still kind of rudimentary. But allegedly, and I haven't seen confirmation of this, the actors were directed to act in strange ways. So if you've ever played this game, the voice acting is kind of really odd, and the characters are off-putting, almost to the point where it makes you not really trust them. They all feel like unreliable narrators.
And that a little uncanny.
Yeah, it's very uncanny, and it works really well for the game. But once you know the twist in number 2, something about playing the remake hits even harder because they make James so much like a little sweetheart, and then when he has his moments where he gets frustrated and snaps, you're like, I don't trust this guy as much as I thought I did. Like, it's not much of a spoiler, but there's a little character in the game. Her name's Laura. She's a little girl. In the original game, like, Laura doesn't like James for some reason. And James will be like, why are you so mean to me? But in this one, he'll be like, Laura, do you know my wife? And she'll be like, you didn't love her. And then he'll be like, you little piece of shit. Like, he'll just snap, and you're like, whoa, James, I didn't know you had it in you.
Let me crack that.
So it's so the direction was so good that Luke Roberts, the voice of James, was nominated for like best voice actor last year. And,
yeah, he deserved it.
And I can't remember if he won anything or not. I know he was up against Brianna White, who did Aerith in Rebirth, and I gotta say I had to give my rep into Rebirth because that was my game of the year last year. I still love Astrobot. I'm glad it won some awards because Astrobot was amazing.
Was cute. It was
so
fun.
good. But Rebirth was good. Silent Hill 2 remake. So anyway, I've talked enough about Silent Hill 2. If you've never played the game, go play the original, play the remake, play some version of it. It's a fantastic. I will say though, number 2 remake very much hints at the idea that it is a kind of a sequel-ish to the original 2, like a cyclical sequel. That makes more sense if you've played the game. I won't say anything else about it. Go play it. It's really good. I love Silent Hill.
I must say no more.
So much. I need more Silent Hills. It's my second favorite game series. Third favorite game series of all time.
We would have had Silent Hills if it weren't for Konami flush of the toilet, but I digress.
Hot take, I don't think it would have been that good.
Hotter take, yes it was. Shut up.
Hottest take, who can say?
That's true.
Anyway.
We got Death Stranding out of it. Yay.
We've got so many games that are allegedly... We got Death Stranding out of it. We got a game called OD coming out of it. We don't know what was originally going to be Silent Hills. So, but anyway, I have talked enough. Thank you so much, Bri, for being here.
Yes, thank you.
I just realized I've texted you over the years, but I haven't actually had a video call with you in like 7 years. The last time I was living in my parents' little single-wide trailer, and now I have this stewed.
I know.
So
I just come back to playing like my alto saxophone and getting all musical and stuff, and I'm like,
yay, music.
I've wanted to show you the studio for a long time because when I first built it, I'm like, man, Hannah and Bri could have used this back in their old Sims voice acting days.
Hey, I'm still in that. Can you believe it? I'm still doing that.
I didn't know you were. That's awesome.
Yeah, so cool. The community is still going. I don't know if Hannah's still in here, but yeah, it's still going strong, which is really cool.
That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we loved having you here, and
yes.
Who knows? We might reach out and try to bring a guest back on again in the future if you're willing. I know I really want to for Penny because we did not have anything set up for her to show stuff. The whole stream was like Matt be like, Dr. J was like, this is really cool, and I'm like, I really should have it set up to where we can show that. And I wanted to try to do that tonight too, and I still dropped the ball on that.
I had my Cliff's notes out on my phone.
You're ready to go. Now, see, I'm cool to come back and just talk games because I'm
okay. Yeah,
I'm in
we
deep,
would love
you
it.
know,
yeah.
Not as deep as I want to be. Again, my backlog.
I mean, there's so many games we didn't even touch on. That's maybe
that
somewhat,
backlog right there. Yeah,
maybe somewhat horror. I mean, you got Luigi's Mansion, you got Alien, Isolation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've got a my entire month of October is nothing but horror games. Tomorrow night I'm starting a new game called Luto. I played the demo of it back last year, and it was really cool, and I'm excited to play it tomorrow. Other games I'm going to do start the Creepy Tale series. Among Ashes is another one. And what was the third one I had picked out? I found there's an HP Lovecraft game. It's like a 1 hour little indie game. I'm going to play that. But I got a bunch of cool stuff. I'm going to update my schedule. But yeah, if you want to play some horror games or watch some horror games, that's all I'm doing until November. And then it's time to finally torture myself with Final Fantasy again. I love Final Fantasy. I'm just tired of 10-2.
We need to break out the Thanksgiving games.
I tried to do a Christmas theme last year, and I could not find a lot of Christmas games. So I think it was Christmas Eve or the week before, I played Cthulhu Saves Christmas, and that game was so choice. It was so good. I gave a voice to every character. My favorite was Belschnickel. Was my favorite character in the whole game. I gave him a very Pennsylvania Dutch accent like this.
Ooh, okay.
Oh god, it was so good. I should just save that VOD. It was such a fun game. I streamed it for 4 hours. One sitting, but yeah, that was a fun game. Play Cthulhu Saves Christmas. It's a good game.
Oh yeah, you're good.
But
So
anyway,
I typed in chat the person that we should.
yes, I have it ready. I just want to see if you guys had anything else you wanted to plug before we left.
No, I mean I'm probably going to be streaming Saturday night and Sunday night. Saturday night we're going to be playing Bubsby in memory of my sister because that would have been her 40th birthday. So
That's awesome. I've never played Bubsy at all, but
it's not.
I know
fun.
I know 3D killed the whole series, but I'm ready to see if
So
if
this
4D
is before
can fix
3D.
it.
This is before it
Right.
went bad,
Mhm.
and this is a 2D platforming chaos. Yeah, but I've been playing a lot of those games lately. So
Awesome.
Dope.
Dr. J, you got anything in the pipeline?
If I can ever muster up the courage to start streaming again, I don't have the focus to. This is the most focus I have, and then with maybe on fall break all week, it's just
Yeah, I
keep the
understand.
kid alive. But
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll eventually pick up Kingdom Hearts 3 again. It's my first time playthrough, and I think I just hit a wall because I thought half of me streaming is just watching cutscenes, and that's not fun.
yes,
That's how I felt with Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh yeah,
Because it was hard starting with playing all the Pixel games and like 7 and 8 and like voicing the entire cast of like 20 characters, and then I go through into 10 and 10-2 and it's like everything's voiced and I'm just like, they done talking yet? Can I say something? And it's a really weird change when you're voicing everything for 40 hours and then you're suddenly, I have nothing to say anymore. Plus 10-2 is not a lot of narrative in the cutscenes. It's like, it's very disjointed. It's like, oh, we're going to progress the story. Okay, now you have 20 hours of side quests before you move on to chapter 2. I'm like, and that's why it took me 3 months to beat it. But
chat's talking about my savory locks. Full disclosure, I showered before I got on stream, and I don't believe in a hairdryer because
as he always does. That's our evening ritual.
Yeah, I get grief from everybody because Friday at 7 o'clock, they're rolling around. They're like, "Hey, government name, get in the shower and go scoop the cat litter and get comfy." And so I did. So.
Good to have you here, G. Though it's. I was supposed to say I haven't talked to you in a while. Like I talked to you like 4 hours ago.
Well, that's a while for some people.
That stream just went offline, so we'll raid into somebody else.
Plan B.
I still have him on here. I thought you meant this whole stream went down. I was like, oh god.
No, they went offline, so they probably ended. So
that stream. I thought you said Jay's screen. I was like, oh, okay. Well, if you got somebody else, that's fine.
Yeah,
We can.
Let me.
This is our longest podcast. We usually end it before the. Yeah, it's fine though. I'm having fun with it. I wish if it wasn't for the mandatory Twitch ads that we have to run, I would like to do a 1.5 to 2 hour podcast. But
I would too.
But I don't want anyone to be like, well, guys, we'll be back at a brief intermission. We're gonna go grab some coffee.
But here on Twitch, we like to share our communities with each other. It kind of lifts up other people while they are streaming. So.
And we have this will be one of our biggest raids out that we've had, so I'm excited to to spread that love. So we're going to raid out right now. Thank you again for being here. I don't know if we have anyone lined up for next Friday. I know we have someone for Halloween and we have some prospects. And if it's just the three of us again, I still hope you'll come and join us. We're still kind of getting off the ground. We're like the airplane that's slowly bumping off the tarmac right now with our guests. We've only had 2 in 9 weeks, but they've been 2 amazing guests, and we hope to keep doing it. So,
if anybody out there would like to be a guest, just get in contact
please let
with
us
one
know.
of us, and we will kind of set you guys up in the right direction. And then,
you guys are so lovely. Come talk to them.
Bri, if you ever want to come back on, just let us know, and we'll make it happen again. We loved having you.
Yeah, it was great being here.
All right, guys, we're going to raid out now. We'll see you next Friday, unless we see you sooner. I will be live tomorrow night with Luto, and Viper will be live tomorrow with Bubsy. So jump into one of our streams or both of our streams. You can multitask. We can do it. We do it every night.
At the same time.
And if Dr. J shows up again soon, too, I hope he does. But you got to follow your heart, my dude.
Yeah.
Be there and give him some love, too, because he's an amazing person. All right. And, of course, go check out Bri's Instagram. She's got some insane stuff on there.
I'll try to post stuff more. We'll see. I'm getting distracted with D&D, you know.
It's all good. It's all good. It gives you inspiration.
Yeah.
All right. We are now raiding out. We will see you guys next time. Have a great night.
See you guys.
Yeah.